Betting Nation, thank you so much, so much for buying this software. Although some of you will be watching this video on my page and haven't purchased the software just yet, you certainly should do. And I'm going to show you why. Now, I set up this software with two main objectives. Number one, I wanted it to be easy to use. So simple that novice traders could use it. Number two, I wanted this data to be useful to the seasoned experts as well. The idea was speed. I wanted you guys to be able to get your list of horses for the day very quickly with a touch of a button, and that is what I am going to show you how to do in this video. Now please bear in mind that the speed of this website right now isn't great. We are fixing the issue. We're going to a dedicated server, which is more money. However, that will fix our speed problems. So, right. So we're in here. This is it. This is all it is. It's very straightforward. Now, we've got settings up here. Let's just go into the settings. Now, the gold section displays horses that have decreased in price in running by 25% or more. 25% or more. The green shows you horses that have decreased by 50% or more. Now, these are called DOBs. Now, you can change these numbers to whatever you want. You can change them to any number you desire. Now, the form history is how far back do you want the software to search for this information? Very straightforward. The DOB criteria. So again, this relates to the form history. How many or what percentage do you want of successful trades or successful DOBs? So that's there. So how many of that form history there do you want to show horses that have been successful from this green one? So here we've got 80%. So that means that 4 of the last 5 runnings have to be a DOB. Otherwise, they will not be shown. It's as simple as that. So we don't press save because we've already got them. Hopefully that's clear. I will do more individual videos to show you guys as well. So first of all, we've got the back to lay screen. The back to lay is for you analytical users. It is very straightforward. There's no extras, there's no graphs, there's no comments in running, there's no spotlight comments, there's none of that. It's very simple. These are the horses that meet your criteria. Now we'll see over there, we have got all these ones have got 80%. So our criteria, if you remember over in the settings, our criteria was 80%. So we wanted horses that have dobbed, that's a dob section there, 80% of the time of the last 5 runnings. I should have really got my mouse out instead of using the keyboard. So all these selections have dobbed 80% of the time or above. Now the yellow, the gold, yellow, whichever one you want to call it, these have actually, so it's been yellow 80% of the time for the last 5 runnings. This one has hit 25% or more, decreased in price 25% or more on 100% of the runnings. So what we'll do is we'll quickly go through here. So it's got the time, it's got the course, it's got the jockey silks as well. That's a biggie because a lot of places don't show you jockey silks, which is frustrating if you're in play trading because you want to know what horse you are looking for. Now here, we've also got the horse's name. Again, very important, obviously. I'm going to get to that cross in a minute. The days since it last was on the track, the draw, the official rating, the jockey, the trainer, the wins, the races, and the percentage of wins to races. The green, that's the green in the settings, and that's a gold in the settings. The DOB ratio, 4 out of the last 5, because what we've done is we've actually asked the computer to search the last 5 runnings. The DOB percentage, 80%. We already know that because of the green section there. And the Betfair price. Now, this one has already raced today. As you'll see, the time is 2:48. This one has already run. So this is Betfair current price. So we can show you the Betfair current price. So you know if this horse actually fits your criteria. Because Betting Nation, don't forget, each and every single one of you will have different techniques. Some of you will only want to trade horses that are 12-1 plus. Some of you might want to trade horses that are between 3-1 and 6-1. You'll all have different criteria. You will all have your own tactics, your own set of principles that you use. And the great thing about this is that whatever your tactics, whatever your systems, All the information's here. All the data is here for you. And so here, if this one doesn't suit your selection, if for whatever reason you don't like it, so you go down to the tab, you realise, oh, last time out, the Betfair SP was 34s, the in-play low was 36, something went wrong there. It didn't actually go down in price, it increased in price, so we've got a minus 5.88%. And so for that reason, I don't like this horse. So with no point in taking up valuable space on your computer screen. So you just simply get rid of it. It's gone. It's never been seen again. That is it. It's gone out of there. And so what we do now is tab down. So again, we've got the date. This is the newest run to oldest run. 9th of August, Haydock, the prize money, the class, the position, the amount of runners, again, very, very important, the distance in furlong and yards, the going, the official rating, the type of ground. Oh, we've got it twice. We've got it twice. There's a typo. Anyway, the handicap. Is it a handicap? Unknown means not a handicap. The jockey, the SP, the industry SP, the in-player high, the in-player low, the Betfair SP, and how much the price decreased. This one decreased by 81% there. It decreased by 93, 83, and 81%. So we can see that 4 of the last 5 runnings have fit our criteria for the green. And as we set it up, it's the Dobbs. And this one, it hit the yellow because it decreased by 27%. Remember, in the settings, we asked to show us anything that has decreased by 25% and over. And not only that, so what we can do now is, this is all for you, for people who want to keep it very, very straightforward. There is your list. Really is as simple as that. There is every single horse that meets your criteria. Again, you can change your criteria in the settings to whatever functionality or whatever system that you are going for. The great thing now is that we can go to the Dob page. Now, the Dob page is exactly the same as the Back to Lay page. It's exactly the same settings. It just takes a little bit to load, guys. Like I say, it's a very, very slow site at the minute, and I do apologise. We will be taking care of this. Here we go. Now, this, for me, is my favourite area because unlike the people who may like the Back to Lay, I want a little bit more information. Now, you guys might not want more information. I've got a friend who does this quite regular, and what he wants is just the analytical data, just the tangible data, the hard facts, and that suits him perfect, the Back to Lay. Now, for me, I prefer seeing a little bit more information about the horse. So, for example, here we can actually see the Betfair charts. So, 230, that's gone. Let's have a look here. We can have a click at the Betfair charts and we can see what's happened to this horse today, how it's traded so far during the daytime today. Now, again, if this information isn't for you, that's why we've designed the Back to Lay, so it's very, very straightforward. We've also got here another handy little tool as well. If you press the horse's name, error establishing database connection. Fantastic. That is not supposed to happen. That, if you press that, oh my goodness, if you press that, then what will happen there is you will get all the Racing Post information for that particular horse, for every single run. You will see where it's won at, you will see the quotes, you will see the entries, you will see the stats. So that is I'll just press this at risk of looking completely stupid here. Come on. Oh, yes, it's worked. Phew. Right, so we can see the form, we can see the entries, we can see the stats, we can see the quotes from the horses' jockeys, the horses' trainers. Any quote that has happened about this horse has been given to the media about this horse. This goes under this tab here to the Racing Post. We can see the pedigree. We can see the sales. We can see, I mean, it's not a very good example here because it hasn't got any wins. But when it has wins, you can actually see where it won at, what tracks, at a glance. You can see the earnings. You can see the official ratings. I mean, the fantastic part here, you can, at a glance, you can see the Racing Post rating against the official rating on this day. So it officially ran £6 below its mark. On this day here, it ran £2 above its mark. You have the top speed figures. You have all this information at your fingertips, Betting Nation. You can simply see, look, 6 furlongs, tried it at 7 furlongs. That is not very professional. I do apologise. Been ill this last week, haven't I? It's damn software. Anyway, but not only that, Betting Nation, we can also tag this horse. So we can press tag. And what this does, you can put a note. For example, here I did a test, And what it'd do is it will say the date you actually actually wrote the comment. So you just put in here the comment, whatever it may be, test, or you could even put this horse travels so well up until 5 furlongs, does really well over the 6 furlongs, it's a strong traveller, always goes down in price over 6 furlongs, doesn't actually trade that much lower in price over 7 furlongs, be careful. Whatever that may be, you can make some notes about this particular horse, and then you can just simply press, once you've done the notes, they'll come down here, they'll drop down, and then that button there will turn orange, just to notify you that you have got a note on that particular horse. So the next time it runs, you will see that bubble as orange. We've also got all the basic information here as well. We've got the green, we've got the gold, we've got the dob ratio, we've got the dob percentage, and we've got the Betfair current price. Obviously this horse has gone now, and so we'll just click down here. And one of the functionalities that I am so proud of, that really will help my trading and help me, is the functionality to show comments in running. So here we've got the spotlight information about this horse on this particular day. And again, what we do is all this information there is the last runnings. I mean, this horse is very strong in player figures. You can see by the colours here. It's easily to see by the colour coordination. So green means that it's on this particular settings that it has dobbed, and the yellow means it is decreased by 25% or more. So as you can see here, very close to dobbing. In fact, I will certainly, I'm looking at the time now, I will be certainly looking at this horse. It's 10s, a little bit higher than I normally like to play it, purely because I like to have big, substantial money in the market, and at that price it's hard to get in and out. But it's something that I can well look at here, because as you can see, the Betfair SP 2.75, in play low 1.01, so it won the race, 6.41 Betfair SP, 1.68, 3.72, nearly dobbed, 47. Remember, 50% and over is a dob. It went to 1.97. Again, Betfair SP 16s. As you can see, you don't need me to go through it with you. But wow, this has got some impressive stats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 9 of your last 11, this horse has actually dobbed. I mean, that is incredible data. Anyway, the most impressive thing for me about this side of it is, look, you can see lead. So you see up there, you can see the comments in running. Lead, it's a bit in orange. Lead, headed over 5 furlongs. Chase leaders towards outer, ridden. Lead. Chase leaders. And so look, you can see, I haven't actually seen anybody's software that you can see, even including the racing post, so easily the comments in running. Because a lot of you guys like to know exactly what to expect the horse to do as well. So you can just simply hover over each race, and it will tell you what happened in that particular race. I mean, I think that is absolutely fascinating. Now, another area that I am really impressed with as well is the races. So we can use this like a race card, exactly like a race card. Again, it will just take a few minutes to auto-populate. Here we go. So I can't remember what race time that was now. Anyway, so we've got all the races running today. We've got Catterick, we've got Lister, we've got Leicester, we've got the information now. What's the race title, the prize money, the class, the race distance. We've also got the going as well, the official going. So, for example, let's go to the 355 race. We have got every single horse down here as well. So you can actually look individually at all the horses and compare exactly what they do in play. So, as you can see, the green obviously means that, again, because we're using the same parameters, the same settings as before, we can see at a glance which horses have dobbed. Look, 80% of the time, 60% of the time, 20% of the time, 60% of the time, 0, never dobbed, which is unfortunate, 100% of the time. And so this acts like a race card for yourself. We've also got the prices as well. 12.05, 13. This is a Betfair current prices. 9, 7.4. This is every single horse in this race. It looks like this one's a non-runner. Going down. So we've got every single horse there. And again, what we can do, this is in the individual races. We can simply, so if you're at home and you want to see, do you know what, I fancy a trade in this race. Be careful, by the way, be careful. you should always know what you're trading before the start of a day. I always say this purely because I don't want you guys to lose. I don't want emotion to get in the way of something. So I always believe that you should know your trades well in advance of the. Anyway, you listen to the podcast, you know exactly what my beliefs are. You should know what you're doing trade-wise before any result actually comes in, because win or lose, that result will affect your mindset. And if you affect your mindset, then you are gambling with a different mindset, which is never good. Anyway, this was only supposed to be a short video. As you guys know, I talk. Right, so again, we've got all this information. Again, we've got the information, comments, and so you can really actively make a strong opinion what is going to happen in this race by simply seeing all this information. We've got lifetime form of the information here. And again, we can click there and see the racing post data of this horse. Hopefully it's not going to show an error again. We don't want that. It won't do because I can tell by the way it's loading. Yep, so there we go. We've got all the information again for this particular horse. Every single race as well. All nicely boxed up there. And then I'll quickly... So that arrow brings the information down. And then if you tap it again, it brings it up. So we know that that one's it's a strong player in play. This one, we can have a look at this one's information. Here's a spotlight information from a racing post again, and we can see exactly what has happened. We can see official rating as well. It might be an idea to put racing post rating instead of this. I presume this means visor, blinkers, not blinkers obviously, but I'll find out exactly what that means for you guys. But it might be worth actually putting racing post rating in there instead of this one. So again, you can see all the information that you need for this particular horse. So any information you want to see on any particular horse, you can simply see by clicking down on the races. And what would be really cool if we can get a mobile app as well, a mobile device for this as well. We have got so many different ways we can improve this betting nation. This is just the start. What you see right now is very simple to use, very easy to use, and obviously you can place your bets as well on a separate platform, a bot. But I will let the bot developer show you exactly how that's done, etc. And we'll link to his videos as well, explaining you how it works. Obviously, placing your bets through a bot is a little bit more complicated than this software. We designed this software from scratch, and yeah, we designed it with simplicity. I wanted it to be easy to use. I mean, the greatest compliment that someone's just given me who was looking at it says, I don't mean to offend you here, Dean, but it looks very simple to use. I said, no, don't offend me. That is exactly what we're going for. Because what I wanted to do was for the people who don't care about the information, who just want straightforward back to layers, a touch of a button, then that tab is for you. For you who want some more information and more data behind your individual trades, then that tab is for you. For those of you who are just looking race by race and marking down what you fancy that day, then this tab is for you. Hopefully there is something for everybody here, Betting Nation. I am really impressed with it. Hopefully you guys are as well. Thank you so much for listening to this video, guys. We will speak again soon when I'll be doing more videos. Okay, take care, and if you've got any ideas, any way whatsoever we can improve this software, then please let me know, because I am in the process and the business of keeping you guys happy. Because if you guys aren't happy, then we have no business. So I am in the business of keeping you guys happy. So please hit me up and let me know what you think of the software. Any testimonials will be amazing. And please forget about the site speed for now, because it will get better. It will get better, Betting Nation, I promise you. So that is an overview, and I'll be doing more videos. I'll be doing a video about the settings so you guys completely understand it. I'll be doing a video about the races, the dobs, and the key, the back to layers as well, just so you understand it if you want to, because obviously this overview video is 20 minutes long, and if you want to just look at back to layers, if you want to look at the dob section, if you want to look at the races, then it's hard to find that exact spot. So this will now show you exactly, the future videos will show you exactly how we do that on these 3 separate items. Not the best video I've ever done in my life, and not the most easiest to understand, but however, I'm just really excited by this, and I wanted to get something on to show you guys while when you was being a first time member and so you could have a look at how easy it was to use. This reset button, by the way, is just reset everything you've done. So if you've cancelled, if you've got rid of this horse and this horse and this horse and this horse, you simply press reset and you think, oh no, I've made a mistake, I didn't want to get rid of that horse. What was it again? You press reset and it just goes back to the factory settings from the initial settings parameters that you put up here. Betting Nation, I hope this makes sense to you. It really is simple to use. Have a couple of days to play around with it. Please don't get too heavily financially involved just yet. Just get used to the functionality, how it works and what it does, and see what the capabilities are for you. Please let me know what you think to it. And Betting Nation, thank you so much for being the first 131 people to enjoy this software. Honestly, I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you listening to the podcast, let alone actually buying the software as well. Hopefully, I've created something that every single person can get something from as well. I am really pleased with how it looks, how it functions, how easy it is as well to use. The one problem that I've got at the minute is the fact that it's slow. But Betting Nation, we are on that and we will be making changes very swiftly. Betting Nation, thank you so much for your time, and I know it's been 21 minutes, but hopefully you've learned a little bit more about this. Okay guys, thank you, bye bye.